So we're going to open up with the Moorish American prayer. Everybody please stand.
Islam.
You face the east, position your feet at a 45-degree angle, arms up, extend at a 45-degree angle, five on the left, two on the right, repeat after me. Allah,
Allah,
the Father of the universe,
Father of the universe,
the Father of love,
Father of love,
truth,
peace,
freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector,
Allah is my protector,
my guide and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, Amen. Islam.
Say Islam. Last week we were touching on dealing with the trust. And I'll tell you about trust corpus and the whole 9-yard spiel. I had worked on, since that time, worked on the conveyance deed and the trust itself. Well, we completed the trust. We added some more pieces to it. This is the conveyance deed here. And Sister Cynthia, she did one. She'd be like the first to do it since we constructed it. The conveyance deed itself. This conveying the person. Like I said before, you can proclaim nationality all day long, but if you don't show where it's conveyed, you know what I'm saying, they know when they do something, they can show what they've done. It could be in the system. You can see where it's happened. But when you just proclaim nationality, and there's no paperwork, no paper trail to substantiate your claim, then it's just what it is. It's just you claim. But you gotta have something to back what you said prior to your proclamation. The conveyance deed shows that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I had show paperwork last week to show that when doing slavery, what they did, they had conveyed property. They made the slave was part of the real estate. He was part of the real estate property. So when they put down all the assets included the slave, and they gave it a proper description of it. You know, the mule, the cows, and the land, and what the land description was. So the thing is that you have to do the same. Now right here, I made a description of the person. The person is the one that, the straw man, right? So I say that, let's say for instance, John Doe, 5'4", 164 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, male, age 32. So that's showing the description of the property. I'm saying, or if you got any tattoo marks, or whatever descriptions that you must give. Now the thing is to show the proper conveyance, what is he conveyed to? Because you have what is called the implied trust and the constructive trust. The implied trust and the constructive trust is on statutory law or statutory codes. And express trust is under common law. And the thing is that you must expressively, I'm saying through the prophet literature, he expressed this trust. Now what parts into what we did is this. Let me show you. Express trust document, being the first one, Islam. Islam is the, not religion, but the ISF law master, right? Yeah. And then plus also, it is the deed, what is it, the creed. He said that's Moorish American, so-called black and Mexican, and the Asiatic nations of the North, South, Central America. The Turks are the true descendants of Haggai, who are chief prosecutors of the Islamic creed of Mecca. He said are the primary beneficiaries of extremely extensive fee slip of state conveyed to us in a express trust that was duly created in 1928 by trustor Drew Ali for our economic, political, social redemption and regeneration. 2, it said the land of fee simple estate. It's actually conveyed to us in express trust is a the legacy of our forefathers, our birthright. According to the deed of conveyance, it is comprised of the entire continental United States among other territories. It was put in a legal institution known as express trust to safeguard it, thereby duly conveyed to us. Main word is what? What's the main word? Conveyance. That's the main thing, because you have to, like I said, if you, the person come, they came up with some ridiculous nonsense about, I'm gonna kill the straw man. How the hell are you gonna kill the straw man? Be totally honest. How can you kill him? You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, he do exist. He exists. Because if he didn't, then you won't be liable for him. So he do exist. But the thing is that what instrument is controlling him? See what I'm saying? Now, you have the right under the Conveyance Act of 1925. Write this down. The Conveyance Act of 1925, Heard Smith Revised Statute Law. This is the Illinois law. You read that Conveyance Act, it will show you even if you don't have any interest, you still can convey property based on what? What is based on? That you can convey a property. Anyone know? Huh? Based on your birthright. Your birthright. If your birthright said that you are owners of the land, then you are the owners of the land. Prophet said, he said, what? He said in the trust. As part of the trust, he said, you are what your forefathers were without a doubt or contradiction, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? So whatever your forefathers owned, by inheritance, you own. You know what I'm saying? You own. You can see that's expressed here in this, right here, when it said characteristic of our vast estate. It's expressed there because they're saying the language the prophet used in his books was expressing what you own or what you had rights to by your birthright. It's all in DNA. Your DNA basically is in the land. You know about portable land. That's why the prophet said we're part and parcel. What they put, as the conspirators put, part and partial. You see that in there? That's what Kirk Van Baden did in 1929. They conspired with the government. I'm saying this is what they did. So you had the Moors that sat and conspired that the prophet had transcended back to the other side. You had Kirkman Bay and a few other Negroes, Small Bay. The only one stood strong was, what's that brother's name?
To my Millie Hill?
Huh?
To my Millie Hill?
John Gibbons Hill.
John Gibbons Hill?
Yeah, Gibbons Hill. He the only one stood strong. He carried out, and see, that's when, what's his name, Grand Sheik Richard Dingle Eel them, the Eel brothers, the Dingle Eel brothers, they took the literature from John Gibbons Hill because John Gibbons Hill had set up what was called the Moorish Bureau of Vital Statistics through the Department of War. See, but these guys, you know, even though he called himself the prophet reincarnated, but the thing is that the work that these guys did carry the work of the prophet because Kirk Van Baden wanted to kill it. Come later, see him in Bay, Zodiac Constitution stuff. That's conspirator stuff. If anybody mess with that stuff, that's what the conspirators put out there. They want to get you away. They tried to copyright the prophet material, but they couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It was unsuccessful. These guys, they're still conspirators. And I won't say any temple name, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're still working the spirit of Kirk Van Baden, CMN Bay, and these guys, these spirits are still out there. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that you gotta understand, the characters of the characteristic of the vast estate is you, what? Execute it. You got to execute it. I'm saying, because the Europeans don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else gonna do it. We got to execute it. How we execute it? One way is this. It's the quality of the state, the Holy Prophet of Ali as trustor. He said, put it in express trust, he created for the Moors in 1820, is a fee simple estate, but mainly called a fee simple absolute. You know what I'm saying? So when you, say for instance, take any property and you convey it into the trust, you have to execute the trust by what? You wanna know? How you become the executor of the trust? You gotta set up a beneficiary board for one. You gotta have trustees. Trustees maintain the trust corpus. I'm saying, then they execute it through documents showing property within the trust. Then you get a DBA from the county clerk's office. But around we're going tomorrow, there's going to be 1920 vast estate express trust organization. This is one of the means to then we put in the publication that is being operating, it's executed. You know what I'm saying? That is begins the grounds in the ether. See, you got to move things from the ethers to the plane manifest. And you have to do it through by action. You know what I'm saying? Once you begin to do that, then spirits, they go 2 or 3 steps for you. You know what I'm saying? Things begin to happen rapidly. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go and pull it from the ethers, you know what I'm saying, and then put it to manifest. To create a DBA. Now the thing is that what's called private juridical people, or private juridical persons. I think we touched on this before, but those who were not aware that private juridical persons is like the Pope, bishops, cardinals. They have fictitious names. You know their name now, Cardinal, Pope, Cardinal, Pius VI. You know what I'm saying? That's his damn name. It's a fictitious name. But he had to create a private juridical person to do commerce. Prophet Noble Ali, you read the affidavit, he has Noble Jew Ali, you know, say A-L-L-I. But he signed as Jew Ali because the private juridical person is a prophet Noble Jew Ali. Same like with the Pope Benedict VI, you know what I'm saying? Cardinal, you know, Cody, or Cardinal Gangster. That's what they are, gangsters. But the thing is that those are fictitious names, and they have what's called DBAs on those names. They're doing business as, instead they do business in commerce. I'm saying some people call it corporate soul, but actually it's a DBA, doing business as. They have to be put in publication that you are in commerce in this name. And you begin to sign documents based on it. So if you Sheik Ronald Garrett Bay, and you Sheik Ronald Garrett Bay in commerce, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because the commerce game is our game. We created that game, Europeans created that game. We showed them how to do what the game was all about. You just took it and ran with it and used it against us. You see what I'm saying? But that is our game. Because in order to be in treaty with them, you got to be in commerce. Because that's all the admiralty, right? Admiralty law. So the prophet came in admiralty in order to reclaim you. And so he had to put together certain instruments. Nationality card, that's a negotiable instrument. The affidavit, that's negotiable. Because of Earth Trillion is title to the vast estate. You know what I'm saying? So he had to also create other literature as instruments to the trust. Just like they do. They create the Social Security card, driver license, they create other documents, birth certificate. Those are instruments to their trust. They have an implied trust. That thing is not real. You can smash this shit in no time because it's implied or constructive. An express trust stands still because it's in fee simple absolute. That's the highest standard you can be in ever. Even the Queen of England, when she was in fee simple absolute. Honestly, that's why they connect themselves to the black nobility families So they can be in fee simple absolute. You know what I'm saying? So you see, people need status. What status you in is what matters. It ain't just you being Moorish American, you be Moorish American still a slave. You know what I'm saying? You being Moorish American, what status? In fee, simple, absolute. See? Fee, simple, absolute. That's why you need a title of nobility. Because only nobles or dukes or barons or whatever part of the royal family can be in that type of status. You see what I'm saying? So you need to have a title of nobility, the ill or bay. That's like having a duke or baron or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And those particular titles. And that's why the prophet had to give you those titles, because he made you beneficiaries of his trust. You know what I'm saying? So what is the beneficiary of the trust? Divine origin of the Asiatic nations. That is the list of the beneficiaries. You say right here, the fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love instead of hate, to know that their higher self and lower self, and this is uniting of the Holy Quran, of Mecca, for teaching all, instructing our Moorish Americans. The key of civilization was in the hands of the Asiatic nations, the Moorish, who are the ancient Moabites, founders of the Holy City of Mecca, the Egyptians, who are the Hammonites, and the direct descendants of the Mizraim, the Arabians, the Cedo-Haggard, Japanese and Chinese, the Hindus of India, descendants of the ancient Canaanites, Hittites, and the Moabites of the land of Canaan. The Asiatic nations of North and South Central America, the Moorish Americans, Mexicans of North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, Chileans, and South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, natives of San Salvador and Central America. These are naming the beneficiaries of the trust in the divine origin of the Asiatic nations. So he says here, he said that the Turks are the true descendants of Haggard, who are the chief protectors of the Islamic creed of Mecca, beginning from Muhammad and said the first. He said the founding of the United Islam by the command of the great universal God Allah. So this is expressing the trust. This is what he's doing. All he's doing is naming the beneficiaries. Then he go on to the deed of conveyance, which is Act 6 of the Divine Constitution by law. So saying he says here, he said, with all members must proclaim their nationality. We are teaching our people that nationality and their divine creed, and that they may know that they're not part and parcel of this said government, saying that, and who is the said government? Anyone know?
United
United States, right. And said, know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779, less until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era time now. Now, when you say that, but this is a new era time now, but changes the frequency, don't it? The whole sentence. I could say, Brother Ron, I'm gonna come and fix your bike tomorrow. But if I have some engagement that I forgot about, then I might have to delay it. I just changed the whole frequency of what I just began to say. The energy changed. He said, but this is a new era of time now. What's the new era of time?
Present time.
The age of what?
Aquarius.
Aquarius, right. It's all men know, he said, now must proclaim their free national name and then be recognized by the government in which they live. Now, in admiralty, you have two parts. You have a claim, and then you have title. So when actually, you know, saying you got no jurisdiction, you will ask them, do you have a claim and title to me? And if you do, how so? You see what I'm saying? How do you have claim and title? I'll catch you, you know, if you might say, well, you got my last name. That's the title.
So,
But go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, so if they don't have claim and title, they have no jurisdiction.
No, they have no jurisdiction. That comes secondary. Jurisdiction part, people put it first, but they can play with that. You know what I'm saying? They can play with jurisdiction all day long. So what jurisdiction you talking about?
They could say personal jurisdiction,
Right,
say all type of jurisdictions.
right. Oh, you say claim and title, how do you make a claim to me? About what title you using? You see what I'm saying? What is your claim?
Possessive area off or something like that?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? What means you claim it? Now, if my last name Jones, based on that being a Christian name, I'm saying, then you have a title,
It's late.
in which you have a proper claim, because you're a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the holder in due course of that Christian name
Right.
is the owner?
It's the owner of it. He owns
Right.
the title. You know what I'm saying? Christian title. John, you know what I'm saying? Whatever those names are, what names you have, are Christian in origin. And for the prophet to give Christianity back to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they carry a claim to it, you know what I'm saying? And they have a title in which they can make proper claim to. You know what I'm saying? They can claim your body. You know what I'm saying? And the point being, the prophet said we must proclaim our nationality, right? Then he goes on to say our free national name, which is the title. Now, the free national name is ill or bay. When you annex that ill or bay to your name, that destroys John or Johnson or whatever last name you have. It destroys it because you're connecting back to your forefathers through ill or bay. Now, that title, they don't have claim title to. I had a court case I had with fighting the city of Chicago. When they put city of Chicago all caps. When they put my name, they put Marcel Walton-El, they put it in upper lowercase. You know why? They have a claim to it. Because they're ill to my name. So the ill or bay is more powerful than you understand. Right? You having that name, the ill or bay, but you people that are enforce it. You see what I'm saying? Through title, through admiralty, it's nothing more than claiming title. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, even the procedures in admiralty had not been followed by the Europeans. You know what I'm saying? When they make a claim to your body, you know what I'm saying, they put your weight, your height, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time that they do, when they make the claim, they have to post the claim in legal notices. If I put a warrant on you, I'll arrest you, or I put any type of what's called live bill on you, I have to post that in a legal notice because that's proper procedures in admiralty. You know what I'm saying? It must be followed procedures. Now, if they evade the procedures in admiralty, you got them for evasion of procedures. When you're using admiralty maritime law, you didn't properly put you know what I'm saying, you didn't properly put your claim in. You evaded some things. So by the evading of the procedures, we have them based on that because we put a warrant for you. So I did a warrant like that. But I had a warrant. All the clerks deal with. In admiralty, you deal with the clerk. And anybody else you don't deal with. You deal with the clerk because the clerk is the holder. You know what I'm saying? At that time, in due course of those commercial instruments. I'm saying they got to go through the clerk. I'm saying what the clerk records is very, very key. You have to send, say for instance, you will get somebody a warrant to squash. You place a claim on that person. Then you run it in publication. Send it to the clerk, say, we place a claim on this person. This is such, and these are the commercial instruments that's attached to this person. Saying now, we own this person. You see what I'm saying? You got the conveyance deed, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he's in our trust. You know what I'm saying? So you no longer have any interest to make on this person. We have the person, we own the person. Not the physical person, but the person in, you know what I'm saying? The strong man.
That's wrong.
You know what I'm saying? This is how you properly convey him. You know what I'm saying? Then you send it to the clerk. She got to post your claim. She posts that you put in legal notice that the North Central America has properly claimed this person. They have exact ownership of it. They have to be posted to the other side. So when the prosecutor he's going to have to back off. Because the highest claim is in feast of absolute. We the only ones have it. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're saying like, say, Markham Courthouse, if they put a warrant out on you, they would have to post a claim.
In legal notice.
Because that's the district court, they got venue.
Yeah.
So they would have to post it.
Right.
Okay.
I had to be posted. Okay. Because that's the proper procedure. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you go back and post a claim that the Moorish Scientific America has placed a claim on this person, describing the individual, you know what I'm saying, according to what they got on the record.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want to be any problem.
Okay.
Then once you do that, you put a legal notice, you know what I'm saying, that we have basically claimed this person has been conveyed over to the trust. You see? And we had messed around and I found this stuff out while I was just experimenting, you know what I'm saying? We had put some people in a deed, in the trust, and I was just seeing, I said, well, if it is that they can place a claim to you and they supposed to put it in publication, then we can do the same thing because we're government too. See what I'm saying? So, and then I had followed what's called extradition law. What's it called? Yeah. I looked into that. It's the same language in dealing with conveyances. It's the same language. I said, this ain't no different. I said, this dealing with actually what trust this person is connected to or what claim this person has. It's all admiralty. You know what I'm saying? So there, if you can extradite or do a habeas corpus, you know what I'm saying, on someone's person, you can claim that person and you can do it through a conveyance deed, whatever. Because when you go back to the scene of the crime, these people, that's all they did. They did conveyances. That's all they did. Now you read in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Talks about, well, because you know, that whole chapter Deuteronomy 28, verses 15 to 68, it's talking about how the Moors were put in captivity. The reason they were put in captivity is verses 1 to 14. Disobedience to the law. 15 to 68 goes into how they were placed into captivity. Verse 68 deals with ships. You were thinking commonly that this is talking about the slave trade, this, not the other, right? You get your strong Bible concordance and break down the Hebrew translation of the word ship. You know what it means? Conveyance. You know what I'm saying? So in actuality, when they're talking, because all this stuff is done in the Levitical code, you know what I'm saying? When in actuality, that when you want, slave ships, we know that for a fact, right? So when they talk about ships, they're talking about conveyances of persons. Huh?
Shipping them over.
Right, shipping them over. I'm saying in admiralty, but on paper. See what I'm saying? That's on paper. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing that must be done back have to be done again. You know what I'm saying? And a proper registration must be set up to properly register these persons over to this registry. You know what I'm saying? Every time Israel came out of captivity, the same thing happened. The days of Moses, they came out and they had to do census, connect them back with their families. Same thing in the days of Nehemiah, in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 7. And they came out of their Babylonian captivity. They had to set up a proper register to connect them back to their family names. You know what I'm saying? To their family. Same thing in other parts of Israel went in captivity. Many people had in captivity. Persia, numerous people. But every time they came out, there was a registration to be established to put them, place them back into their family name. So the prophet, he did nothing more than what was done prior to other prophets. He placed us back into our family name. Leviticus 25:10 talks about the Jubilee year. Turn every man back to what? Family and his possessions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What is your possessions? The possessions is what? Yes, sir. So we walk in land. We're walking land, so therefore that this land where we're on, and there's a map over there. Let me show you. Come on, put that map over there. Right over there, the Moroccan Empire. the vast estate is what it is. It's really vast. You know what I'm saying? It's really a vast estate. So the thing is that you have to be connected to it by conveyance deed. See, just doing getting a nationality card, that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? They throw it in the profit time. But this day, we're going to go a step further to what he really was talking about. Because remember he said the Moors in that time, he wasn't for. He didn't come here for them. He said, I came for your son, your children's children. You know what I'm saying? I come for them. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't come for the Moors in 1928. He just gave them a nationality card, and that was good enough for them, suffice for them, because in that period, what was going to take place was going to be extensive, but it's going to be down the road. By then, they'll have their eyes to be open to what I'm talking about. But the Moors in 1928 had no idea. Right here is the vast estate. This is most of the world. You got Europe, South America, North America, part of Northeast Africa, Asia,
Korea.
North and Central America, all that. It's all of it. So the vast estate itself is those who was on the, as far as receiving benefits from this. Had two people had a dream, but Ronald and sister had a dream 2 or 3 years before him. Said the same thing. Gonna be issued some type of credit card. Because they can't give us Federal Reserve notes. I'm saying, you can't give me that. I'm gonna say what you got in store. If you got gold and silver stored up, you can give me Federal Reserve notes for that. I don't want them. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna give me something equivalent? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Actually, gold and silver, or you gonna give me something that is the same value? And that's what black card.
And they system will be on limited credit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the only thing they can give. They couldn't give. I won't take no Federal Reserve notes. You have to be selling yourself out. You take some Federal Reserve notes. You know what I'm saying? Based on what you can have, what you have. You got something more than that. You know what I'm saying? These guys wish they had what you had. You know what I'm saying? The ones who create them notes. But this right here, the Moroccan Empire, if you go back to chapter 47, the prophet said, the present Moroccan Empire. I'm saying, he wasn't talking, you understand, he wasn't talking in 1928, he's talking future. See what I'm saying? He's not talking about people, he's talking about the present Moroccan Empire, so the Moroccan Empire must gonna rise again. See what I'm saying? Because he's a sultan, he is the sultan of Morocco at this point. The picture right there with him, the first picture to the around the wall there. He's dressed as the Sultan of Morocco. I'm saying he is the Sultan of Morocco right now. But the thing is that with the vast estate, or the title of the vast estate, the names must be changed because according to Heard Smith Revised Statute Law, a vacancy must be made. There are vacancies that must be changed, and that's what we've done. Change the vacancies. I'm saying those names. But right here, chapter 47 is the verses 1 through 7 is the deed itself. Verse 7 is that's the description of the property in metes and bounds. You know what I'm saying? But here you can schedule the property, birth certificate, driver license, whatever commercial instruments connected to that person. You know what I'm saying? Have to be scheduled to as property. You know what I'm saying? Under 1010-5905. You know what I'm saying? That's the account number in the Federal Reserve Bank of the profit. You know what I'm saying? So anybody got any questions?
So we have to register those papers with the county, right?
Yeah.
You got copies so we can do that? You got the copies ready?
We have to do each any person. So we have to put the names into it. We need copies, then you can record it in the county. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to ask about the school inbox. Is that a prerequisite? The Moorish Bureau of Vital Statistics?
Well, you said the thing is that it's now. You know what I'm saying? Because on the National Archive Record Group 147, Book 5-2, file 5-39, that is Moorish Bureau of Vital Statistics. It's just been lying dormant all these years because they haven't having proper registration. but those in Baltimore say they have one, but not really working at this point because it takes more than that to just register you, put you in on a card or something, you know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more than that, you know what I'm saying? You got to convey the property. Back over to, as they did, they have a Bureau of Fire Statistics, and they have you and claim you as theirs. See what I'm saying? So to just having more Bureau of Fire Statistics and just taking names, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that everything's straight until you run out to meet these pigs, and they go into the system, they find El Negro. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing been done until you actually go and record it, and then at the same time you have to place notice to the various departments. And you see, the Department of Interior is supposed to change all this, but the Department of Interior is not doing what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because Lincoln had given a mandate to, and the United States Department of Interior was supposed to be the one to carry out and put people notice of your status. But they, until that time comes, you yourself have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You would have to send them, some type of document, what documents they got that can correct your status. Like, for instance, if you go to Illinois, right? You can go to the Department of, the Illinois Department of Vital Statistics and get a form to correct your birth certificate or amend to it. You know what I'm saying? They provide that, so you have to provide a remedy when you come out of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta go to Social Security Administration, you gotta go here, driver license, people, you gotta do that, all that stuff must be, but you gotta do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just the thing is that until the point that we have a database system that links up to theirs, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that right now. But that's coming. Anybody any questions?
I guess it's kind of a question. So what happened with Baltimore?
Baltimore?
With them trying to dissolve, the copyright and his property and all of what they did. They wasn't cognizant of trust law, so they really wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
Filling people out. So
Basically,
they would have to come to the county here and do that, and nobody's done that. So they, at this point.
right, but see, they didn't follow Harrison's vast statute.
Right.
And it states that, paragraph 165 points out that any affidavit or anything connected to this religious society must be amended to the first affidavit that was recorded. So if they didn't do that, and which they didn't, I'm saying, we were the first to amend to the prophet affidavit in 1928, you know what I'm saying, by, everybody that received nationality paper, they go to kind of record it and amend it to the prophet, to document them. And once they do that, you know what I'm saying, it's put into the system like that. See what I'm saying? So, but the thing is that even with paragraph 177 deals with ecclesiastical officers. And the fact they don't have sheiks or grand sheiks or whatever kind of, divine ministers. Anything that's in ranking order of, title position must be placed and put as an affidavit under paragraph 177. This must go back to sections 46 A to 46, 46G, these sections. I'm saying they must connect with these, somehow what the language of the law states. You know what I'm saying? And most of them, nobody honestly haven't done it.
They haven't done it.
I'm saying they haven't read the Heard Smith Revised Statute law. And since they haven't read it, I'm saying, then actually they are law.
That's what I was getting to up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the answer now in the school.
Do you know why they haven't done it?
Just we wanted to fully explain to them that they had to deal with Heard Smith Revised Statute law. It was a sister that made me do that. The elder sister told me to read Heard Smith Revised Statute law. She don't read nothing else. She said, read Heard Smith Revised Statute law. She said, can you understand? And I started reading it. I said, it's mind blowing. I said, there's a lot of things that these so-called legitimate Moorish scientific America, they're not really legitimate temples, according to the law. You know what I'm saying? The only one was legitimate was the one the prophets established, the 15 he established. That was it. All the other ones, nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's gone.
That was my next question about it would have to go to those original temples that the prophet actually gave charters to.
Right.
Okay.
To be actually substantiated to be what they are. So what we did, and not knowing that we were doing that, at the time in 2009, we had made the change on the like for instance, the prophet on him performing baseball bay, or on the original, affidavit, right? But according to Harrison for vast statute law, you must, even though when there's a vacancies from the original affidavit, those who were placed on there, you must go back to replace those persons that was placed on the affidavit. You have to create the same, can't change it, same way it was done, and go and record in county according to paragraph 177. You know what I'm saying? Then, according to paragraph 165, must be amended to the original affidavit that was recorded in 1928.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't do any of those things, they're out of law. You know what I'm saying? We are only legitimate, actually, in West Scientific America, according to Hersman from vast statute law. You know what I'm saying? We did according to, I looked it up, and there were other ones that came before us saying they haven't been done since 1928.
So it was hidden. So they couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was kind of strange, to be honest with you.
And still, nobody else has done it since.
No.
Somebody did try to attempt it, but he didn't know exactly what to
Well,
do.
we were first, so first come, first serve. Or first artist, you know what I'm saying? So that's just law, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, the way that it's been done, you know what I'm saying, according to Hersman for vast statute law, see, like with mortgage, we did his brother's mortgage, and to the day he still has his place. It's been about 4 years. Brother Steve, with Segura Bay, which is Member's Temple, we had put his property in the trust, but at the same time we went through a certain procedure. We challenged the debt, you know what I'm saying, for one, and then we ran in publication when they didn't respond to us in 30 days. We did several legal notices, you know what I'm saying, and we sent it back to the mortgage company. They switch off into another, another creditor. You know what I'm saying, it went from one bank to another, then one bank to another. Every time we did a legal notice, they'd switch it. You know what I'm saying? Then, what we didn't do, we just send them copies of what we did prior, you know what I'm saying, to whatever. But they had got him in court, but he didn't make it to court. See what I'm saying? It got ruled in the judge's chamber. He ruled and dismissed the case. I said, you know why? He put the oath of an attorney into the docket. And the guy kicked it out. He was so mad at the brother, he said, I'm gonna rule it right now. He'll never be able to file any damn thing in this court record ever again. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he'll never be able to put anything else into the court docket. As long as he lived. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't do that, he can't do that. But I'm just saying, but he was just that angry. And the Bank of America was the payment for it. They kicked it out. So this to the day, he still has his place.
So you speaking on the administrative remedy?
Yeah, we did administrative remedy, yeah.
So that is probably, I was gonna ask you about some commercial things that happen, they are property.
Yeah, we did administrative remedies. And then we put it in as trust corpus. We put it we had recorded that trust March of 2009. And that's when we did that. We put it in publication. We let the heirs, beneficiary to the property, that's what we advised to express trust. And then we all said property within this trust, we have proper claim to based on our status. You know what I'm saying? Being trustees. So we put ourselves as trustees, and as Sheik says. That's why on the 22nd, well, not on the 22nd, on the 25th, March 25th, we will have Sheik and Sheikesses that we will bring into the temple. We created Dane Wise, to bring into the chambers and to receive a Sheik degree. So that'd be March 25th.
March 25th?
Yeah.
What
So
time?
so we gotta establish this beneficiary board and board of directors, and there couldn't be no more than Sheik is that's involved in that process.
Where is that gonna be at, Sheik?
They'll be here.
What time?
They'll be at 6.
6, is that a Sunday?
They'll be on Sunday,
Okay.
March 25th.
So we come early for our meeting and then go
Yeah.
into that.
Then we're going to create the, open the circus up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta open it up. And then after you open it, it must be closed. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, anybody any questions? Brother Ron, well, you know, like I always say that logic being, you don't want to keep it too long. And if you know in high school, they had you in high school for, and then each period was for 45 minutes.
It's funny because it's exactly 45 minutes right now.
Yes, sir. The reason being, they said you're able to withstand or retain information within 45 minutes of time. Anything after that, you know, say that you begin to lose it, stuff and go far off into another.
I got one last question, Sheik.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate, you said the conveyance that you put together now, y'all have to record it, and then you give it to us to
Yeah, I give you a, type it out.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, write it out, and then you just take a report.
You ready? We ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Ready to start that?
Yeah, we start with a
Let's
few
get
people
busy.
today. All right, brother Ronald.
All right, can we rise?
Islam. I want everyone to position your feet at a 45-degree angle, arms up. Extended at a 45-degree angle, 5 on the left, 2 on the right, and repeat after me. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Islam.